Good morning, children. Welcome back to our class. So, in the last class, we were been discussing about the computer hardwares. So, in that we discussed about the introduction, what is computer hardware, and also we have covered the topic on internal hardware devices, different types of internal hardwares, um, motherboard, CPU, RAM, ROM, disk drive, sound card, video card. All these we discussed. We discussed all this, and we have also discussed about the SMPS and ports and the different types of ports which are available in the computers system unit of the computers that we have discussed. Now today we will be discussing about the external hardwares of the computers. External hardwares can be classified into input devices, output devices, and storage devices. So the name external means the peripheral devices which are connected to the computer in the CPU is called the external devices, external device or external hardware. Whatever is there inside the CPU which is housed in the motherboard is the internal hardware. So we will discuss about the external hardwares of the computers. So external hardware devices are divided into two categories, that is input devices and output devices. And so we will discuss about the input devices. So what is input devices? Input devices are those hardware devices which are connected externally to the computer system for data inputs and communication with the computer system. Input devices are mainly used for data inputs into the computer for processing. So the devices which are used to feed the data to the computers are called input devices, or it is also called input hardwares. It does not receive any signals back for acknowledgement or for output. The user can interact and control the computer system using the input devices. So with the input devices we can control the computer system. Now let us discuss the devices which are there as an input device. The keyboard. Keyboard is the basic input device connected to a computer. It connects the numerical, alphabetical and other special function keys which are set in QWERTY format. So I hope everybody has seen the keyboard. You have used the keyboard also. So you have seen the different keys, the format, QWERTY format, and you can input the text, numericals and symbol using the keyboard. So you can enter numbers, alphabets and symbols through the keyboard. Apart from entering the data, keyboards also have a special power keys like navigation keys, left, right, up and down, that key is there. Different function keys are there, F1, F2, F3, delete, insert, print keys are there. So these are the keyboards of the computer. It comes in the input devices. Now types of keyboard. So keyboard can be classified into two types, that is multimedia and wireless. So the keyboard which is connected to the wires and it's connected to the port of the CPU, that is the normal. It's not a wireless, it's a wired keyboard. There are wireless keyboard also. A wireless keyboard will be connected to the computer through wireless connections and is powered by the rechargeable batteries. So rechargeable batteries are used for the wireless cables. Multimedia, apart from the normal alphabetic keys, multimedia keys integrates many special features like volume control, power on and off, internet connectivity features and email and so on. Gaming keys has special gaming related features like volume controls, brightness control and programmable keys and so on. So the next input device is the mouse. Computer mouse is a device for data input through mouse click. The cursor on the computers can be moved according to the mouse. So when we move the mouse, the cursor on the screens also moves. So mouse is also an input device. Next one is the scanner. So if you want to convert the pictures into the digital form. An image scanner is an input device which digitally scans the images, text or pictures to be transferred or processed by the computer. It can be connected using the cables or USB port. So you must have understood must have identified the USB port because it comes into under the in the port section. So we have discussed that, and that with the help of the USB port we can connect to the CPU. So two types of ports scanners are there. Flatbed scanners is most commonly used scanner. It can scan numerous documents at a same time. Seat-fed scanner is also there, another type very familiar to the flatbed. Seat-fed scanner also scans documents and input to the computer and gives input to the computer. Handheld scanners are there. Handheld means we can hold it with hand and we can scan. Are popular scanners for taking the scan images and digital form. Microphones, the audio frequencies and the ears are captured and are converted to the sound waves by the microphones. The sound waves are converted to analog and digital signal which can be processed by the computer. In a computer, a microphone is used for audio recording. So, for audio recording, we use the microphone. And light pen is to write on the screen. The light pen is also an external input device which works on the light sensing capability. A light pen is used to input text or graphical images on the computer screen using the software interface. So software interface is used. Light pen can be used as with the help of the software interface. So these are some of the input devices which are commonly used in the computers. Now the output devices, we will be discussing about the printer and the monitors. The result through which we will get from the computer is called the output device. Output device are those external computer hardwares which displays the result of the data processed by the processor. So after taking the input, after data is taken, the processing takes place. After processing, the result needs to be given to the user. So from where you will get the result? You will get the result from the output device. So output devices such as printers. Printer is an external output device which produces hard copy records of the digital data. There are different types of printers available such as impact and non-impact. In the impact printer, any images is printed on the paper by the ink ribbon being pressed against the paper. So when it get the impact, when it makes an impact to the particular ribbon, then it is called the impact printer. So the types of printers which use the technology to put is called the impact printers. Non-impact printer means the printers. Non-impact printers are inkjet or laser technology to print on paper. The quality of non-impact printer is also variable, which doesn't make a mark on the screen. So next one is the monitors. Monitors or a video display unit is an external output device of a computer. It displays the processed textual, audio and video data and informations to the user. Monitors comes in two major types like LCD and CRT. So monitors are the output device. It's also called visual display unit, and it is an external output device through which we can get the result. The third part of this external device is the storage devices. So whatever we put into the computer, that thing needs to be stored. So if you have to store it permanently, you need to store it. You need to have a hard disk or a CD drive or DVD or pen drive. Now, if you have to, if you are and whatever you are entering, it is generally stored in the RAM, random access memory, which you have seen as an internal hardware of the computer. So anything which you need to store permanently and had to be used for the future, then it should be stored in the storage devices. The secondary storage devices. So here it is called the secondary. The primary is the RAM and the secondary is the this is the hard disk devices. The devices, storage devices are called the secondary storage devices. Secondary storage devices are indispensable for storing large amount of processed data. We cannot save large amount of data on the primary memory such as RAM and ROM. The storage is extended using the various storage media devices like hard disk, CD, DVD drive, pen drives and so on. So all these flash drive, CDs, DVDs, these are the storage devices of the computers. Let us discuss about the hardware. Sorry, not hardware, hard disk. One of the important secondary data storage devices in the computer is a hard disk. The data written on the secondary storage will not be erased. So whatever you keep in the secondary storage device, it will not be erased when the system is powered, when the system power is off. Important data like operating system, application software, programs and other information is located on the secondary storage, which is permanent. Whenever a file is opened, the CPU takes the required file from hard disk to the primary memory. So when we open the file, when you open this, the hard disk takes the file from the hard disk to the primary memory, that is RAM. So when we open it, it goes on the RAM, but when you save it, it will be saved in the hard disk. Processing is done in the RAM, but storage is done in the hard disk. Next type of storage devices is the CD or DVD. So all of you are familiar with the CDs and DVDs. So it's a compact disc, it's an optical storage device which stores the small amount of data. CD can read only storage or read and write. The read and process the data, and CD you need a CD drive. To read and write in the CD you need to have a CD drive. Similarly, DVD stands for digital versatile disk, can store more amount of data than a CD. The audiovisual files will have better resolutions and data quality when stored or written on the DVD. So the data quality is better in the DVD. So pen drive is a very popular storage device which can be transferred from one place to another. The pen drive or a USB flash drive is the most popular form of portable data storage device. Portable means that can be moved from one place to another. It is plugged into the USB port of the computer to transfer the data from a system. It is also possible to save data to the pen drive and take backup of the data. So backup can be done, kept in the pen drive. So here are some of the hardware components, external hardware components of the computers. So we can classify it as input, output and storage device. And with this, in the next class we will be discussing about the exercises. So I want all of you to go through this video's lesson, and if you have any queries you can ask me in the WhatsApp. You can send me through the WhatsApp, my personal WhatsApp, and I want you to go through the exercises at the back of the book, and I want you to try this. In the next class I will be sending the PDF version of this exercise in the WhatsApp group. Thank you.